we said, we do it every week. We present an artist, independent artist, man. Next up, we got my man High Def from Far Rock.
High Def D.
New Bronx City.
Yeah.
Yo, I was looking at this nigga, he was like, yo, I'm ready, nigga. Put me the booth right now, nigga.
He's ready.
And it's just an interview. He's like, yo,
great story about, this kid right here. I seen him rock. I didn't know what to expect from him because his look. Like, if you look at him, he just look like model. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just here. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you hear him rock,
Yes.
That's you hear him rap. You hear some real gritty, like, welcome to the show, man. Welcome to Bronx City, man.
Tell me about
Tell people, I already told you from Far Rock, man.
Yes, sir.
yeah. He like rap. I want to rap right now. That's the type of nigga he looks.
You know what's crazy is that I just don't rap too. Like, I do everything. So, like, I'm ready to sing too.
You got a female caller that wants your number.
We gonna hold that for the performance. I gotta say, Tony Bills, High Def D, you're gonna hear a lot more from these brothers. You definitely are. There's gonna be a lot of work coming your way from these two brothers. What are you working on now, D?
So I dropped a mixtape early in the year, Fit a Pro Volume 1. So I'm dropping Volume 2 at the end of this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
You look hungry like the other niggas. They look hungry.
Hungry, super hungry.
And when you create music, what do you create music about? Where does it come from?
It comes from anything. Like, I get inspiration from anything. Yeah, it don't matter what it is.
like you Somalian hungry?
Somalian, I'm worse than that.
The look in his eye, my
Worse than
nigga.
that? I don't know.
Ain't nothing worse than that. So you like, I fucks with you.
Now the look in his eye. The look in his eye with the other niggas.
She asked him, what's your nationality?
I'm
producer.
I am racially ambiguous, so a lot of people always ask this question. I am Puerto Rican, my mom's side. My pops is Jamaican, African American, Panamanian, Irish, everything.
Okay.
And
that's how his music sound. Everything.
Everything hot.
Sound like everything.
Everything he do
That's a
hot.
good question though, John.
Definitely is, man. His music is like they just took a pot and threw everything in there.
Everything
like
they fucking do is hot. So
hip-hop,
anybody that know
R&B.
us, they hot. They super hot. Like, you know when Eastside Crackhead was here, he super hot. Caliente. Both of them. Caliente. Caliente hot.
Now, was that your thing? You wanted to mix up like a bunch of things and put it into like your own world and stuff like that?
Yeah, I like to listen to everything, like rock music, jazz, Indian music, everything. Like, it don't even matter. Like,
Music is music.
yeah,
Art is art.
yeah.
I called Sim, right? I was like, I was listening to homie. I was like, you gonna think I'm bugging, but he reminded me of Michael Jackson. It wasn't like, I'm not saying like, y'all gonna think I'm bugging, but his voice range and his level of performance, I was like, damn, like this shit remind me of some Mike shit. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I was chilling there. If she was there, I stood in front of the stage and I watched everybody perform.
I don't know, I gotta see it. You putting mad pressure on that nigga right now.
I'm just saying, but I'm not saying, but his level of confidence and the way he performed, my nigga, like,
now I saw
yo, Jimmy, this is what I'm saying. I've been around great artists. Like Mike Sonnet's a great artist. Motherfuckers ain't gotta say, they can say what they want to say about my brother, but he's a great fucking artist. I've been around and I watched him perform. Like, I've been there with Nas, watching Nas. I've seen this shit. You can see it in artists. You can see it. Right? You can see it, Jen. Wu-Tang, like we've been right there watching these niggas perform. And you know when you watch it, you know when they, I put up a post.
And those names you mentioned, they were like fan of Mike Song's work.
And this is what I'm saying, like when my brother go around him, they salute him like Raekwon. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Like when I'm around this shit, I take all this shit in. So when you see it in other people, you can identify. You know what I'm saying? You can identify, but like, damn.
Yo, you're putting mad pressure on this nigga right
now. No pressure.
I'm not weird with compliments. Like,
that was a good compliment.
Yeah,
my man, he's like the straight music
I really
but now you gotta show us and our viewers what, and you could live to what he said.
Because if he is a whack nigga, I'd be like, yo, son,
I ain't gonna lie, before he sung, I thought it was just some LMFO shit. I said, oh, I thought it was over. But once you did that, I'm just telling you who I am. I'm just saying, my whole views and opinion changed. Because you super dope, like you said some shit.
I was at the showcase. I was at the showcase and I said the same thing. I was like, yo, what is he about to do?
He gonna tear him up.
You know what I'm saying? And then I'm sitting there, and then me and O turned. And we looked at each other like, yo, he got something. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was like trying to snatch him up. I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, yo, sign the dotted line, champ. We gonna work.
Yeah. Well, do you identify yourself as like you have that far rock sound, or you just have your own sound?
I have my own sound, but I definitely draw inspiration from Stack and Chink.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Chink.
No.
You got a track. You gonna perform in a little while. It's called Before I Die. That joint right there, I listened to that joint, and you can actually hear Chinks on that joint. Like that's something that the Chinks would have definitely jumped on if it was brought to his attention and he caught his ear.
I'm not gonna front that song actually inspired that situation.
Okay.
Like,
so you wrote that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what.
It's like that. I felt that way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm glad you asked that question.
You know, it's crazy because you listen to the song, and as you listen to the song, you hear, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you guys gonna hear it in a little while when we get to the performance. So definitely a dope artist, man.
I wouldn't say he look mad interested. This nigga chilling. This nigga look with his checker shirt. He chilling. Why he don't want?
He's different, yo. When he walked on the stage, everybody dressed in Timbs and hats and shit. This nigga walked up on some vintage Jordans and shit that you ain't seen in a while. A fucking button down and some jeans and shit. And I was looking at this nigga, I said, what he gonna say?
But that's the whole shit. He made you look at him. That's what made him stand out from the motherfuckers with jeans and Timbs.
Definitely.
I like your boy. I fucks with him. He made me a believer. I read 100
EBT.
Already no. Word to EBT, yo. Shout out to all my Section 8 wifeys out there. Web series coming soon. You already know.
I became a singer when I was like 4 years old, like, and then I got into rap when I was 9. Like I was OD inspired by boom bap, like the fucking like DMX was my second album. Blood, what is it called? Flesh and Blood. That was my second album that I ever had. Before that, it was Lil Nana, and I
was it a little kid?
Nah, that was
Boxy.
That was
Boxy.
Yo, my nigga, that was a hot album.
I don't really remember it like that.
The beats,
that's a classic.
I don't remember having it.
Classic album.
And my nigga helped her write that shit. She has some shit on there.
Who are your favorite artists?
My favorite artists.
Your top 5.
Top 5 shit. Alright. I'ma say Nas.
Okay.
Yes.
Big.
Okay.
Ye.
Okay.
Lupe.
Okay.
Lupe actually that's
the first one.
He inspired me to start rapping again when I was like 17 and shit. So
why was that?
Yeah, why you stop?
Food and liquor. Because I felt like rap was going in a different direction. Like it was just a lot of like gangster rap and shit like that. And I liked that music at the time. And then like when I got to high school, like my focus started changing. Like I really liked Kanye and shit. So Lupe is in the same vein as Kanye, like Chicago artist and shit. So
very different.
Yeah.
It is artistically. It's very artistic.
Right.
It's not
very lyrical. Like I love
the
metaphors, double entendres,
consciousness. Because if you listen to rap now, rap is very like it's gonna be very ratchet.
Right.
Or it's gonna be very like I've been in jail 30 times.
Right.
Like I like when artists get artistic, like with themselves. Like every artist, I think they just come out and they want to sound like. I just think it's just pro. Like, oh damn, this nigga done like this. I think I'm gonna do it. I just go my way. Which I think is just do it your way. Don't be the first you. Don't be the next this guy.
Right.
And I think.
So was you riding skateboards then?
Nah, I wasn't. I tried it, but that shit was no good. Like I fucking.
You look like a skateboard.
Yeah. You look like you're a skateboarder.
No, he does look like a skateboarder.
I'm athletic though. Like I play ball and
Nah, this nigga play ball too.
What position you play?
I might not look like it, but
you play ball? What position you play?
I play point.
I bet you a stack.
That nigga play for it too.
I bet you 5 stacks. I bust your ass. That's more than my dope habit. I bust your ass.
You know what's funny? He wasn't saying that when the other nigga was here, because the nigga that y'all play for him.
You know I did. You know I did a few walkthroughs. I got paid a few dollars.
You thinking that?
I ain't going to college to play ball or nothing like that.
The other nigga said, I don't know, the other nigga said he nice in the ball or something, but he lit up.
We're gonna have to do a tournament. You come to the tournament and we bring out all of the guests and you guys. I'll be the cheerleader though.
And New York City gonna bust their ass.
Shout out to BBS and Doc, man. We ain't seen them play yet, but they said they're gonna play each
BBS
other.
and Doc.
Shout out to them.
They've been playing each other for like the past 2 years.
Right?
I'll tell you this thing, I post little niggas up, so.
So this is bringing back to our featuring artists, man. Cause y'all lost, whatever. Y'all lost it.
We just having fun with it.
What can we expect, man, from you? Let's say in the next 5 years.
The next 5 years, I mean, I definitely want to be an artist that's like up there with the elite. Obviously, like I don't just do this shit to just be in the underground and shit like that. Like I feel like I got a voice. I feel like I got the skills, and I feel like I could definitely be up there with them. Or
that's for sure. I believe you. I don't know about anything, but I believe.
They're gonna have to believe.
Yeah.
You gotta make them believe.
I like that attitude. You see, that's why I fucks with him, man. I like that attitude, man. Like, I'm gonna bust that door and you gonna hear what I gotta say.
So where'd you get that name from, High Def?
I used to go by HD.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I first started putting mixtapes out and shit, I used to go by HD.
HD stood for what?
High definition.
Okay.
And because I used to write a lot of songs with stories in them and shit. Like I used to, I still very much appreciate that art to like really tell a story and shit. So yeah, that's what I had that.
He got comfortable to curse and shit. He just fell right in.
Yeah.
He moved your ass right on there.
I'm worse than a sailor. Like I always curse. Like,
You curse? I curse like a motherfucker. Like Bernie Mac.
Bad, man. You got a 1-year-old daughter. That's gonna be bad. My daughter 5, and she be like this, daddy.
Shh.
And can you tell us where we can reach you and all that good stuff?
You can reach me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, and it's all the same. It's High Def D, HIDEF DEE.
You ready for that cypher, nigga?
Yeah, you ready?
I'm ready.
Shout out to Fire Rock, man. Long live Cheeks.
Shout out to
Long live Shaq Bundles.
Shout out to my team, Original Minds. We in here.